everybody? Coming from San Francisco again after hours. Going for a little walk. I haven't been here before on stream. This is the famous Haight Street. Everyone knows Haight and Ashbury intersection. Tons of photos taken there during 60s and 70s. This is the lower section, Lower Haight, which is downhill from the main section, past a few parks and other residential areas. And there's one very special place here. Obviously it's closed because it's way after hours here. Buses are still running. You probably saw the stream start with a hybrid bus come by. A little quieter than the normal diesel buses. Also called muni buses here. Municipal transport. So yeah, this is Lower Haight. I'm gonna skip some of that area up there. This is where it starts to get residential, and you can actually see in the distance going uphill. And as it goes uphill, it levels out. Now becomes Upper Haight after several blocks. So I'll do that some other night. But and of course during the day it's pretty fun as well. Got a skateboard here. And what is it? 2 in the morning. I think last I checked it was around 52 degrees or something like that. It's pretty chilly for here anyway. So yeah, just do a walk and talk. There's a lot of artwork on the walls here. Has nothing to do with a lot of the businesses. It's just artwork people have adorned the walls with. This is a little more abstract. This place called Edo. No doubt named after the Japanese period. But who knows? Could be any other reason. We're at the corner of Steiner and Haight Street. And Fillmore is the next street up. Everyone knows Fillmore if you know San Francisco, with a famous Fillmore Theater and all kinds of action on there. John Lee Hooker has a place called Boom Boom Room on Fillmore. So here you go. Here's one of the murals here. Very ornate. Some more cartoony. Some are a little more realistic. Lots of flowers, because of course it's Haight Street, so there's history of flower children, flower power, peace and love, and all that shit. Even have a picture of the famous, colorful San Francisco stacked houses here. Even depicted in that stupid show, Full House, that was shot up here. At least the outside was. But yeah, lots of flowers. There's a common theme these days. A lot of the busy shopping streets have these chains of lights going up and down. I guess just to cue in tourists. Yeah, this is where the action is. So a lot of the streets around here have these strings of lights. There's a place there called Dumpling Union. With a happy little dumpling. So I'm gonna go straight to the store. That is my main draw for the street. It's closed now, of course, but go by real quick here. And no, it's not Vinyl Dreams, but that's a cool store too for records. A lot of these underground shops here. Step down into the shop. Here's a step up old building. This is really old. Needs a paint job. But here's the special place at the base of this building. It's called Robotspeak. Very tiny. See, the address here is 589. But because it takes up a tiny bit on the ground floor, under subterranean, it's 589.5 Haight Street. So this is the famous, this is as close as San Francisco gets to perfect circuit. It's quite a long store. It's narrow, but quite a long store going way in the back. Of course, they're smart to put this sign up here with the artwork. because you don't want to advertise all the fancy electronics you have inside when, you know, especially during COVID times when people are doing smash and grabs and stuff like that. So there's a picture of the owners with J.J. Abrams outside of this because he's a local guy and he's also into synthesizers. So, but yeah, great little store. I don't come up here too much because it's just out of the way. And by the time I get up here, they're usually closed. But I did come up here many times on weekends. Saturday, they had like October, November. I think it's October. They would have a yearly kind of a celebration with an open house. So like Moog would be here, Make Noise would show up, Pittsburgh Modular would show up, a bunch of other folks would show up, and they would have a kind of a mini gear fest. And it's like gear and beer. So they actually have free beers inside. You walk around, drink beers. Sounds crazy, right? You don't want drinks around synthesizers and stuff, but they did it. And only once did I ever see an accident, and that was actually the Pittsburgh Modular owner himself discovering a beer was spilled on his touch controller, his little Pittsburgh Modular touch controller. So I don't think he spilled it on it. I think someone did and just didn't tell him. So he was wiping that down. I think it was actually busted after that. But so there are hazards to having beer and a synth meet. But it was really cool. The owner's a nice guy. I never met the second owner, but the main owner, who's here all the time, was cool. And he would also do live music nights, like kind of like a mini imam thing, where guys would bring their stuff. So Pef, you guys ever heard of Pef? He's a famous composer, did a lot of stuff on Reason for years. And a local guy called Dirty Bill, who does video modular synthesis, so visuals for other shows to go with the music. And I actually have a cool demo of Pef playing his Buchla 200E system while Dirty Bill is doing visuals on the ceiling so the whole room can see it. And it was quite cool. So it's on my channel. It's one of my older videos, Robotspeak meetup. And it had Carson from Sequential doing a 4-part sequential synth live demo or live jam. Really, really cool. And he also had the, who else was doing that thing? Oh, there was a guy from, wasn't a Make Noise guy. There was some other guy doing stuff on small boxes that I missed part of it. So I came late to it and I caught most of it. And then it was just after that, it was just a meet and greet and talk about gear kind of night. But other nights have been just like synth festy kind of stuff. Walk around, talk to vendors, play with stuff. Stuff is on sale that night, so he wants to encourage people to come and buy stuff. And then afterward, they're finished. They go across the street to the Molotov's bar. Right there, Molotov's. And hang out for like an after party. But usually by the time I'm done here, I just go off and do other stuff. I never went to Molotov's. So yeah, Robotspeak, a really cool little store. It's kind of the only store like it left in town. The Guitar Center is still here, but that's just a typical music store. It's not fancy. It doesn't have modular unless they have it as used equipment. And usually when they have an event at Robotspeak, Vinyl Dreams will also be open late. So you can go back for music that you want to purchase on vinyl. And sometimes you even have a live DJ or band over here at the same time. Back and forth between the two events. So really cool. He just, unfortunately, stopped doing it a couple years ago. Not just because of COVID, but because of some other stuff, you know, that was unfortunate. I think it was just too expensive for him to run it. He wasn't getting enough business. And probably plenty of other reasons I can't think of. But, so for me, he's the special thing on Lower Haight. I don't come down here very often, but I definitely come for this place. If I were more into vinyl lately, I would also come here, but I've only been in there once or twice. Anyway, so just keep walking down here. Show some other places around here. Some more artwork here. Big rooster of some kind. Idle hand. Tattoos on Lower Haight. So here's a tattoo parlor with some wonderful skeletons and other things in the front for inspiration, no doubt. Bright and bold, clean and sterile. Welcome, stranger. So yeah, tattoo parlor. So you got several bars. There's Memphis Minis, Molotovs. There's another place over there I can't read from here. I have to read it. The blue building is another bar. What else? Boy, is this right. Fight fascism. We need that right now, big time. A lot of old-timey buildings here. Look at this. Shit's been here a long time. Very decorative in the old days. Knock knock, microbrews. Knock knock. There's mushrooms in the sign there. Look at this, even got some fancy decorations. It's part of the doorway here. Very old-timey. They got lots of puns galore. Love and Haight Deli Sandwich Cafe. Theater lofts. I guess it used to be a theater. Now it's a bunch of apartments or something. And then we've got pizza place. There's the another bar here. What is this? The Tornado with a big beer. We have a big sign for Chimay. Must be popular here. Got taquerias. And more puns. Here you go. Hate to wash. Everyone hates doing laundry, so they hate to wash. Ha ha ha. What else we got? Looks like I can't tell what it is from here. It's called Silky Touch. I don't think I want to know what that is, but there's a hot sushi. I'm assuming that's a sushi place, but they call it Zushi instead. What's this place? Oh. Perilla, Vietnamese noodle and grill. So perilla is a little spicy plant. They put in a lot of stuff, even in Japanese food. A place called Purple Rice. And assuming the sign is probably purple when it's on. Purple Rice. Cafe International. Nara, another Japanese place. Mike's Barber Shop. This got the old-timey. My brother's into antiques. He loves these fucking chairs like this. He actually has one much bigger than this in pieces. Because it's very, very heavy and very hard to store. All kinds of artwork on the shutters here. Give it some color. Again, murals everywhere. Even on Upper Haight, murals all over the place. Our roots are still alive. Everyone has the right to homeland. And we got Haight and Fillmore Whole Food. I guess it was used to be the store. Maybe it still is a Whole Food type store, but it's all boarded up now, maybe just for protection, but this was the sign for it. Little dancing fruits and vegetables. And a Carmen Miranda type with the fruit basket on her head. Historic site marker. Built in 1886. There's a very worried chicken. Burgers, Metro Cafe, Zip Zap Hair. Got another barber thing right here. With more simple chairs, not the fancy old-timey barber chairs. These are more simple chairs. But nice wood flooring. Very old building as well. Got some markers over here. Some classic gang fonts, as I like to call them. For a long time you couldn't get a gang font on the computer. I actually had a friend's son who was into the tagging kind of style, and I tried over and over to convince him to draw out a bunch of individual letters for me, and I was going to build a gang font and fontographer, and it never worked out. So, but now you can buy them all. Now you can get them online for free and also buy them. So here comes the Muni that's tethered to the electricity. See how the lines are? So a good portion of the Muni are tethered to lines, and if you look, you can see sparks sometimes. Yeah, just saw a few sparks, so not too many. So they have a Muni on rails with sparks, a free bus driving around with sparks. The one that crossed this way that didn't use the lines, it was a hybrid vehicle. I think they got rid of the diesel ones. They used to be everywhere. House of Thai 2. And you got a CVS pharmacy. So nothing too exciting. Oh, there's a little timeline here. 1883, cable car service inauguration on Haight Street. It's this one. 1852. Waltha and Henry Haight arrive in San Francisco. So there you go. I didn't know the names of the Haight people, but those are the originators of Haight Street. What else is on this timeline? 1900. Duboce Park established and dedicated in memory of Victor Duboce. Everyone calls it Dubose, but I think it's Duboce, if it's proper Italian, from what I understand. I'm not always a cunning linguist. 1937, new United States Mint opens at site of former reservoir. We did a tour of the Mint when I was a kid. We did a school group tour to the Mint. It's pretty cool. All kinds of money stuff on display. 1943, San Francisco's first farmers market held at Market and Duboce. 1962, San Francisco Zen Center established at 300 Page Street. Never saw that. And that's it for your history timeline for now. Not too much. I guess they're planning to put more, but plenty more stuff where that came from. Taking their sweet time. Here's some of the more typical artwork you find in Fillmore. Lots of mushrooms, psychedelic artwork. You get some colorful stuff with some shrooms. Those are Amanita muscaria mushrooms there. Also called fly agaric. The big Fillmore font. Got a toad hanging out. Having a good old time. So this is Lee's Meat Popular Market. An old Popular Market sign. I guess it used to be called Producers Popular Market. Now it's Lee's Meat. So we got different owners. It's Paula's Cafe with a little whimsical font. And House of Thai, you already saw that. So yeah, some nice psychedelic stuff here. They're trying to advertise free housing for all here with all the psychedelics. More peace, less hate. And back to the other side. Another sort of pun name, Fate. Not sure what the F part is, but again, it's part of Haight Street. Looks like an antique store or something. All kinds of crap in there. And you've got dispensaries around here. So you got Spark. Kate's Kitchen. Small place. Some decorative glasswork here and stuff, but no idea what that is. There's another bar across the street. Mickey's. Oh, it's Mickey's restaurant. Probably a bar too. And Signore's Pizza. And here's a whimsical place. All kinds of shit in the window. I don't get it. It's one of those. Yeah, sometimes nothing. There you go. That makes sense. Do you actually have a name of this sign? Yeah, there's some prices for you. Boy, not very cheap. There's a skateboard made out of glass. That's lovely. Again, more old-timey houses with plenty of subterranean entrances for the garage or storage or whatever. Little garden over there. Got a crystal thing there. Big crystal formation. This person's got a lot of cat furniture in the window. What is that? Rising Phoenix something something. Some kind of temple. So, still some businesses through here. A bit more smattering as you get further down here. Rookie Ricardo's. Of course, barbershop, universal barber pole. Got some cherries for Cherry Waves Barbershop. The Click Portrait Studio. Cleaners. Halos and Horns. Wow. What's that place? Another novelty shop of some kind. And a place for lease. Looks like it was 2 Jacks Nick's place. Not anymore. Now, is that Fillmore? Did we already pass? I guess we passed. Last street was Fillmore, I think. Gotta remember to check the concrete. They always stamp the street name in the concrete. Oh no, it's Webster. So yeah, the last street we crossed was Fillmore. This is Webster. There's another market. Again, more artwork. There's nothing to put artwork on over there really. But over here, you've got a minibus, skateboarders and bicycles, so skyline with the bridge, some more kind of gang fonts. mixed with other things. Got some characters down here. And a tree. So yeah, around every corner, there's something to look at, sort of. Again, 1886, the building. And now it's mostly residential, similar kinds of buildings. And not too many shops down here, so. And there's a big drop off up ahead going downhill. So that's this part of Lower Haight. Main thing was to just show a different part of this area, and also Robotspeak. Cool little store. They also do obviously sales online and shipping, but the fun part is to go in the store. Oh, just graduated. Class of 2025. Good job. So again, going uphill there, going downhill over there. Hills, 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 everywhere we go. Oh, Metallica. Big ads for Metallica, something or other. Of course, our local band. There's the fish. It's like an amberjack. Oh, that's cool. Big skull up there eating something. It's very stringy. Kind of dark, so it's getting messed up, but that holds up away, I think. I think that's pretty good. Ah, nice. Skeletal art. Kind of like that area I showed on Union Street over in the marina maybe a week or two ago. A lot of these weird kind of twisty stairwells upstairs with some downstairs stuff, and sometimes subterranean at the same time. So you might have 3 levels, even though from a glance it looks just like 2 levels. More gang font. Nice classic security doors, very ornate. Some of these stores, you don't know why. It looks like bikinis, but otherwise, who knows what they're selling in there. Looks like an old porthole there. More gang font. Interesting artwork there of some kind. Velox Design Construction. Welcome to Velox. Interesting wood on the outside. Not seeing a lot of wood paneling around here. Signore's Pizza. Oh, I actually have carpeted stairs here. You don't see a lot of carpeted stairs facing the outside around here. So you got your carpet fix, you guys, and carpet stairs. Nikki's Bar and Restaurant. Nice red door there. Here's a little sample of Nikki's if you want to read this. Do a freeze frame and read that. More gang font, different colors. Huge gang font. Dusty. Something dusty. Some of these bubble letters are fucking hard to read. Yeah, strong. It's not strong. Not sure what that says. Something, something dusty. Back by Lee's Meat. House of Thai 2. Armor architecture. Ah, there we go. Some more artwork. Doves flying. Oh, these are, oh, not doves. These are, what do we call it? These are Japanese cranes or sandhill cranes? Probably Japanese cranes. They're more famous. Everybody knows the sandhill cranes that are local, but they look similar. Japanese cranes have, I think, less red on the head, but beautiful. It's a little flight sequence of the cranes. Little displays. Got butterflies mixed in for good measure. There's the two displaying to each other. Another butterfly. And Japanese architecture. So therefore, yes, they are Japanese cranes. I thought. Sandhills don't have all the black on the throat, and they have more red on the head and more gray on the body. But I haven't seen them for years, so it's kind of a blur. Oh, I see. It's a Beijing restaurant. But I'm pretty sure these are Japanese cranes. Maybe they have them in China as well. Who knew? Got butterflies on the doorway too. Nice little ornamentation there, even in the corners. There's International Cafe International. Dog skeleton and colorful seats. Look at that. Flying pigs, dragons, Pegasus. Yes. Oh, even the ISS, the space station. So yeah, everything international. Pair of pants for anyone who wants them. Woods Beer and Wine Company. There's Haight to Wash, close up. More ornate, very secure doorways. Silky Touch. Ah, it's a salon. Nails and waxing. And foot spa, looks like. Here comes the skateboard guy again. So that was the blue building I forgot to point out earlier. Peacock Lounge and Gold Room. Never been in there before. Theater Lofts, do not block, active driveway. Got some old-timey lights there. Nice fake stone facade here. Almost like it's a, from down here, it looks almost like a castle a little bit. Another fancy decoration. And this is Memphis Minis with a happy pig. It says Bon Appetit, B-O-N-E, Appetit. Ay, ay, ay. Shiner Bock on tap. So that's a classic Texas beer. Had that before. It's not bad. Not a huge beer fan anyway, but... And here's the King, Elvis, on the wall inside the gate here. There's Molotovs. Definitely smelling some weed around here. People were smoking recently. This is what? Looney's Beer Wine Market. And groceries. There's a character there. Himalaya Playa. Timeless. In memory of Chops, Jojo, Butch, Shaka, Gino, Ray Ray, Big Tony, and Kev 1. All right. Back at Dumpling Union, where I started, across the street over there. So again, this is Steiner and Haight. Again, going up on one side, going down on the other side. Finance management. Place called Life. Place called Life with lots of dead animals in it. Lots of taxidermy. And gift cards. And other stuff. Even a place where you can just chill out with a book and a pillow. Ah, that's a fancy opening. Cover for that. It's one of those kind of gingerbread style houses in the area. Some other old-timey decorative houses across the street, and then more modern shit to the right. This one's really old. Wow. Very old. Right next to something fairly modern, or at least a little more modern. In design, at least. Like I said, there's mostly houses down here. Not too many businesses. Got a few here and there, but this is where Lower Haight and starts to peter out, going toward Upper Haight. But the houses are cool. This one's got a whole private courtyard here behind this wall. Not to nitpick, but these guys aren't following American flag rules. If you're going to leave it out all night, it has to have a light on it. And when you take it in for the night, you're supposed to fold it up nicely and not let it touch the ground. But most people don't follow the rules. Boy, it's a really sparse boutique there. Just a few mirrors and seats and places to do makeup and stuff. Beds are expensive in there. Otra. Little taqueria. Otra means other. In case you guys don't know Spanish. There's a little store. What is this place called? Sunrise Market. It's like one of those catch-all markets, but a lot of Whole Foods type stuff in there, natural foods. Look at the color of that place. Just called J. Oh, it's Bar Jabroni. That's funny. Jabroni's hilarious. It's used as it's a wrestling term used for like an insult. This jabroni. Iron Sheik said it a lot. Now we're on Pierce and Haight Street. Say soup, salad, kebabs, and wraps. Oh. Palmyra Restaurant. Rotisserie chicken. Some of these kind of depressing areas where there's a security gate and there's like garbage in the hallway and stuff on the way to your place. Not very appealing. Even do graffiti on the covers. Yeah, so like I said, I'm not going to go the whole way up here because you can see the rise in the road there that goes to Upper Haight. That's for another day. I actually have to drive to get there. It's several blocks from here. So it'll be a very boring walk. These doors are very colorful. Or the doorway with a nice frame there. These tiny little doors here, look at that. 703 and 705. And a bar with a melting skull on the front. That's great. Look at that. Little mosaic of a melting skull. Stoa bar. Interesting. And they got a little guy painted here. Peeking through the clouds, it looks like, and he's got some musical notes. What the fuck that means, but it's very entertaining. Oh, here we go. There's more to the story. He's playing music on his little guitar. Looks like a slim punk version of Cartman from South Park. And he's over here playing his little guitar again. And then his guitar has a hat on it. And he takes a break. How whimsical. Here it's pretty flat. But a couple streets up, it starts getting more hilly on either side. More random artwork here. Look at this. Looks almost like tissue samples under a microscope with some weird colors. It's all over the building. Oh, you can hear the beep. Somebody didn't change the battery in their smoke detector. And that beep goes off every 45 seconds, roughly, until you change it. And some people don't change it for years. They just live with the beep. And it's so loud you can hear it through walls and windows. All kinds of shit here. Lots of historical images. Street Sheet as a homeless newspaper. The Street Sheet. They would sell it to give news about the homeless plight, and they would also make some money from it. Very, very decorative stuff here. Going down the sides, and then even little areas like here. Record store. Didn't know there was a record store here. Groove Merchant Records. Again, not a huge store, but another one on the street. Didn't know about it. Fuzz and Sway. Big comfy chair to sit in. All kinds of crazy clothing and tchotchkes. Another nail place. This one's in good shape. They painted this one. Took really good care of it compared to the dirty, messed up ones further down the block. This has got a little Spanish style to it, with the wood framing, the adobe walls, and the wrought iron little faux balcony there. Interesting mix of architectural stuff here. Wave. Get another coffee house / art place. And they even sell clothing. Fire horse. Looks like another salon or barber shop. Now we get the more modern building here. A little shot across the way of the older buildings. Wow, this is very modern. Look at that steel door with the stencil address and the computer panel. Oh, I got some nice little drawings here, little paintings. Very interesting. Woman with a peacock and a crazy dress on and flowers all over the place. See, here's a trashed one they don't take care of. No cleanup, no painting, just all dirty and stained, and it's a shame. It would be a nice looking building otherwise. This is for rent. Her urban herbs, as you guys often say over across the water, herbs. Her urban herbs. Little plant store. Hey, here's a nice one here. Very well kept. Nice gold paint. Bright red. Very clean. Very colorful. Next to it as well. There's a whole bunch of them here in a row. Take really good care of these guys. Get blues and reds, some golds. There's the wraparound. They're all connected out in the back. Really elaborate. And of course you got a little subterranean section as well. And some more artwork. Nice Tibetan bells there. Those sound great. Another kind of a salon slash hair facial product store. Oh, that's the Edo place I went by earlier. So yeah, we've come full circle. Back to the art piece over there. Alrighty. Well, that's gonna do it. Thanks everybody for hanging out. Checking out Lower Haight in San Francisco. It's now, what time is it? Yeah, been almost an hour. Almost 3 a.m. So, get back on the road. Had a nice little stretch of my legs, get some air, see some stuff I haven't seen before, and show everybody Robotspeak. One day I'll go inside the place and do a stream from there. Most likely I'll have to record it, upload it, because I'm sure there'll be signal problems galore. Because it's underground partially and because there's so much equipment in there. And I'm sure the guy won't mind if I do it. I've done it for Perfect Circuit. They don't care. It's also good PR for the store. I'll just have to tell him ahead of time I'm going to do it. He should be okay with it. So yeah, that will do it. So thanks again, anyone who's hanging out. Thanks for people watching the live stream. It's always appreciated. I didn't see if any chat came by tonight. Because again, I'm looking at the camera and watching where I'm walking. I don't see the chat anyway, most of the time. So I always go back and watch the stream looking for comments and having a good laugh. And if you guys ask questions, I try to answer them in the comments. So feel free to leave any comments if you have any. Good or bad, I don't give a shit, really. If you hate it, sorry, but you can always tune out. As they say, it dims the berries. So thanks, everybody. Catch you later.